Hey, this is a review of the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes and Polar Bear from the Classified series G.I. Joe. There it says Mass. Check that out. And it is the 161st figure in the line. There you see a great illustration of Snake Eyes there with the polar bear about to attack him. Here's the back of the box. There you see the polar bear, Snake Eyes defending himself. There's a bear trap there and a wilderness shot. Here you see up close shots of the figure. Here's the clamshell of the figure outside of the box. Everything packaged inside. Remove this. There you see a bear trap and the other polar bear leg. Here's the polar bear leg. It has articulation here at the knee, here at the ankle. And when you move it up, now you can tilt it from side to side. There you can see the bottom of the foot, the detail. Here is the bear. He has articulation here in his neck. See, you can move it from side to side. His head moves up and down. If you look at him good, he is blind in that eye, has a scar. He has a scar on his nose. There you can see his eye. His jaw is opened. You can see his teeth. Here you have articulation of the leg, the knee. Here you have the ankle, and you have, look at that, you have toe articulation right there. And if you look at it from the side, straight up, you can move it out to the side some. So it articulates that way as well. Let's put these back legs on. Put this on. That's in. That is in. There you have the bear from the side, from the front. Very nice. For those that don't know, the G.I. Joe Classified series line takes the classic vintage G.I. Joe characters and gives them contemporary updates. And one of the main focuses and positives of this line are all these animal figures that they make. And this polar bear from the G.I. Joe cartoon is just the latest and best example. An actual polar bear. All of the animal figures look great in sculpt and detail and have great articulation. One thing you can't deny is that the animal figures in this line are fantastically done. Now the dimensions here in the back, this figure is about 4.5 inches tall, 8 inches long. Now there's Snake Eyes standing in comparison to the figure, and Snake Eyes is 6.25 inches tall. Now the G.I. Joe Classified series is not very cartoon accurate. That's more the Super 7 line of G.I. Joe figures being toon accurate. The Classified series have the vintage figures but with modern updates. And this Commando Snake Eyes, there's already 2 other versions of him, and they're more toy accurate, like the retro card back jet black Commando Snake Eyes, and then the gray Commando Snake Eyes that comes with Timber. But this Commando Snake Eyes is pretty cartoon accurate. The purple and navy blue uniform is cartoon accurate. These pink hands are episode specific. And now I swapped out his hands for the bare hands look, which come with the figure, which is cartoon accurate, because in the cartoon, he never had gloves on when you first see him in this commando uniform. So this is a very cartoon accurate Snake Eyes. And the Classified series seems to be doing that with some figures now, which I really like their Mass Device Breaker with the gray uniform. He comes with another head. Let's swap that out. Here's the other head sculpt. Here he is roaring with his mouth much more open. Look at that paint apps. There you can articulate the head up and down. Move it from side to side. That is a great look. The multiple head sculpts for either the Joe figures or the animals is done very well and a great option in this toy line. Right now, this figure is 10 inches tall to the tip of his nose right there. And there you see the size disparity with the bear standing up as opposed to on all fours. And here's a scenario that looks like Snake Eyes is not going to make it. Now, here's a great engineering aspect to this figure. You see that right there? It comes off. And there you see his inner muscle. He's been wounded. That's a great look. The creativity that comes with making these figures is impressive. That's what that looks like. Put it back. You can also swap this out and put this piece in. And there he's been hit with 2 arrows. Looking at this figure makes me actually want to view these actual episodes again. Here are all the accessories. You get the bear trap, the additional head sculpt, the wounded piece, these 2 pieces, a knife, a rifle, a handgun, and 3 pink pairs of hands, along with Snake Eyes and the polar bear. This piece right here, you can open it up. You can take that out. Here's the bear trap. As you can see right there, you can fold it and shut it. Let's put the knife in the sheath. Let's put the gun in the holster. Here he has that extra compartment there. I don't know what you put in there. This is a nice figure. See the grenade canister there? This is my new favorite piece. Snake Eyes and the polar bear. I hope they make all the figures very cartoon accurate, as in the color schemes of their uniforms. I'll probably be getting rid of my other Commando Snake Eyes figures and just having this one. So that's my review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Commando, Snake Eyes, and Polar Bear, the 161st figures in the line. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next review.